goodie right here. Let me make sure my sound levels, because this brother's about to scream the whole message, so I don't want it blowing up your damn your speaker system over there. Your head seculars. Let's get into it.
God to help us, because only God can help black people where they are. Black people had Africa, that big old continent over there. They never built one boat that was seaworthy. Not one. There's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking about Egypt. Egypt is not Africa. There are no great cities that were built. Even before the first colonization of white people coming to the shores of Africa or the slave ships, black men built nothing. No sewer system, no houses above one level, and none of them made out of stone. All of them made out of grass and wood.
Started in Europe or Asia, think again. Africans were building megacities long before skyscrapers and urban sprawl were even a thought. Yep, Africa led the charge. Take Carthage, for example. This ancient city was a bustling hub of trade and culture in Tunisia, rivaling Rome itself. Or Great Zimbabwe, with its stunning stone walls that have stood for centuries without mortar. Let's not forget Timbuktu, the intellectual powerhouse where knowledge flowed like gold. These weren't just cities, they were cultural powerhouses, trade giants, and architectural marvels that shaped human history. Africa's megacities prove one thing: the continent's contributions to civilization are beyond legendary. So let's rewrite the narrative and give these cities the spotlight they deserve.
Never get anywhere until we look into the mind of a black man. He doesn't think correctly. I don't care what he is. He can be a doctor. He can be an astrophysicist. The nigga got no sense.
Wow.
You talk to him. You talk to a black man. He doesn't understand the world. He's never built anything.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all.
Hello and welcome back. In this Black Excellist series, we will highlight 50 Black-owned banks and credit unions. Black-owned banks and their not-for-profit equivalent credit unions are intentional about helping the Black community and offering an alternative for residents who have been consistently discriminated against by other financial institutions. These banks specialize in connecting Black customers with financial services when others won't. They lend to Black homeowners when larger institutions don't, and they provide working capital to small Black-owned businesses when they need it the most.
Never get anywhere until we look into the mind of a black man. He doesn't think correctly. I don't care what he is. He can be a doctor. He can be an astrophysicist. The nigga got no sense.
Wow.
You talk to him. You talk to a black man. He doesn't understand the world. He's never built anything.
Of American entrepreneurship. 1 in 3 are passed down to a second generation.
A Philadelphia-based construction company is beating those odds and breaking racial barriers as a third generation steps up.
We get more now from KYW News Radio's Cherry Gregg.
Angelo Perryman surrounds himself with family.
This is my dad, who is at his office.
Angelo is CEO of Perryman Building and Construction Services, a company his father Jimmy started in Alabama in the 1950s when he returned home to racism after the Korean War.
He was able to basically take a rejection and turn it into a business.
Angelo began working for his dad, and after years at larger firms, he re-established a company in Philadelphia, completing 1,000 projects over 30 years. Perryman Construction is now one of the few Black-owned firms able to compete for large-scale projects in the region.
We have built upon our reputation as a company.
In 2015, they generated more than $21 million in revenue, and the business and its list of accolades are growing, with Perryman leading the way on projects like the Pennsylvania Convention Center expansion, Love Park, and at the Gallery. But Angelo is not the only Perryman breaking barriers.
So you have big shoes to fill. With Pops, yes.
Angelina Perryman is Vice President of Administration.
That's my first memory of him just in construction.
She grew up in the business alongside younger brother Anthony. A Temple grad, Angelina worked her way up.
I tried to be quiet and listen and learn.
Now she's being groomed to become the third-generation Perryman CEO.
It's about being prepared before you need to be prepared.
Her dad says he's confident that with Angelina's intelligence, vision, and his advice,
Don't take no crap.
she'll be ready to not just continue the family legacy, but also build his future. Cherry Gregg, KWW News Radio for CBS 3 Eyewitness News.